It was decided during the initial briefing that the Irish Rangers at Space Command could handle the duties with 14 Rangers plus the captain. 2 Rangers would be placed in covert missions in the village of Straffan to monitor gossip and keep an eye on strangers in the village. The hotels were proposed as spots for surveillance, but were ruled out due to shift work and the possibility any targets could be easily missed. There is 2 pubs in Straffan, but one is closed at the moment for a refurbishment, so the Straffan Inn was chosen as the first site for an undercover operative. The second site was a coffee shop in the middle of the village that does a brisk business in breakfast, lunch and brunch on a Sunday. When the Rangers were asked if there was any volunteers to work in the pub or coffee shop, the hardened soldiers who have seen lethal action in Kabul and Africa balked at the chance. When it was explained that the undercover Rangers would get their regular pay and they could keep the pay from the pub and coffee shop, their collective ears perked up. They were also told that they could go home every day, keep their phones, and they would get to go home to their families each night and would get an extra week's leave at Christmas. 2 brave men volunteered for the role. The Rangers, who were formed for short, sharp action, hostage rescue, quick reaction, backing up the Garda armed response, had repeatedly been involved in longer, more involved action, including a very dangerous 40-hour mission to Kabul to secure the Irish citizens' evacuation after the city fell to the Taliban, securing the first transport of the COVID vaccine to Ireland and peacekeeping in Africa, during several rebellions and all-out war for several weeks recently, so any downtime and stress relief was always appreciated. For a bit of Crec 4, Rangers entered into a sandwich-making contest. Carl's sandwich was the best, but was quickly demoted for being too gay by Sergeant Pickles. So Double Bill is going to work in the sandwich shop, which mean Ian Marks was going to be pulling pints and keeping his ear to the ground at the Straffan Inn. The owners of the establishments had been told that there was a possible terrorist threat to the K Club during a VIP visit, and they would be compensated €5,000 each to hire the operative and to keep his identity secret, which they both agreed. On the first day of work, the Rangers placed remote battery-operated listening devices under each table, with the ability to turn a single individual table on and record the conversation with an app on their phones. It was the week of Irish Golf Open at the K Club, and the village was wall-to-wall with traffic and people milling around. On Thursday, a well-known captain in the Russian Wagner group walked into the Straffan Inn with 3 other mercenaries, and shit got real fast.